What is up, YouTube? Yankees Jets fan 71 back here with another video, and I just wanted to show off a couple of new pickups. Um, one was from a couple of weeks ago, one was from the weekend, one was from last week. A little behind on new pickups, so let's get to crack-a-lackin'. First, I want to show off this Super Bowl button that I picked up at a toy store of all places. Obviously, this is not from Super Bowl 3. This was, I believe, from this 90s. There's nothing in the back that says anything, but I think this is a button from the 90s. But did want to have it because I didn't have it for the Jets PC. So now I have it, and at some point I hopefully will pick up some more Jets buttons and put them in a frame of some sort. Love buttons. Been collecting Yankee ones, as I've probably shown you before. I may do another video at some point to show off the new ones that I've been picking up. A little behind on those, so thought I'd venture into Jets, and there's a couple of Islander ones I want to pick up all as well. So hopefully I'll have some new buttons coming up in the near future. Picked up a couple of new DJ cards. This one is the black and white Topps card from 2020, and this one is the Topps X. It's Steve Aoki, I believe the name is on this one, and got this one for a pretty good price. So it was, it was actually like 99 cents, I think. Yep, Steve Aoki right there, Topps X. So got that one right there. Here's the thing that I can't really stand about when people mail cards is they send it in these card sleeves, and the card sleeves are pretty wonky. So I mean these cards can get bent. Lucky for me, the dealers I bought these from actually put these between two cardboards, but I would rather have these in a top loader, a more rigid top loader when they come in. I would protect the card a little better. I think that's just my opinion. Once I get to 100 DJ LeMahieu cards, I will show off the DJ LeMahieu binder. At that point, right now I'm building it up. I have a few more coming in, so hopefully I'll have those coming in. I'll do another video next week. This was a pickup I picked up at my card store that I shop at. Unfortunately, the card store is closing, so he had this set of cards for about I picked up for $5. This was a stadium giveaway back in the 90s or 2000s. I think it's the 90s. I want to say the 2000s. Yankees, and I know the Mets did it also. The Wiz. If you guys don't know the Wiz was an East Coast store that sold records and DVD players and TVs, and they've since gone bankrupt, but they partnered with the Yankees and the Mets, and they gave away card sets. There was a card sets of the players from the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, and the 80s. So I grabbed the ones from the 80s. Now, a lot of people who do have these use these for TTMs. I don't know if I'm going to use it for TTMing. I might just use it, just break them apart and put them in the binders and just have them that way. Just take a look at some of the players that we had here. And a couple of players here that I didn't even remember being Yankees. Like this guy, Ted Wilburn. Never remembered him as being a Yankee. You got Bryce Smalley, who was my aunt's favorite Yankee. Here's another guy I don't remember, Keith Smith. So you're gonna have that's the one thing I like about this card set is you're gonna have players who didn't get like Topps cards or Fleer cards or Donruss cards, and this is this is the reason why people want to send cards out to these players, because for me as a Yankee collector, I might not be able to find a Yankee card. Look at Neon Dion right there. There's a card right there. It's of Neon Dion. But like Rodney Scott, I may not be able to find a Yankee card of Rodney Scott. This might be the best thing I have of him, and I want to get it signed. There you go. There's a Yankee card. Don Schultz, Schnutz, I don't really know how to pronounce his name, but I don't remember him as a Yankee. Rafael Santana, former Met, he was a Yankee for a few minutes. So this is actually, this is the first time since I bought this set that I'm actually going through who's in here. So you got some players who, look at Jamie Quirk. I remember him as a Dodger. A Royal rather, not a Dodger, a Royal. I don't remember as a Yankee. So you got some players here. Goes Dennis Rasmussen with his porn stash. And Jose Rio, he was a Yankee he came up with the Yankees until the Yankees stupidly traded him, and he won a World Series with the Cincinnati Reds. So, you got some players here who Riley Rodriguez. I remember Riley Rodriguez was a pretty good defensive player for the Yankees. Unfortunately, I think he's passed on, if I'm not mistaken. Johnny Oates, catcher. He's unfortunately no longer with us, I believe, either. Roland Office. Now, if there's a guy who you wouldn't have known he was a Yankee, he kind of looks like someone you'd probably ask you for $1 down the street. Hippo Pena, I remember him. Some of these pictures are just crack me up. I can't look at Ken Phelps. Ken Phelps looks really happy until Yankee fans got to know him. Was not the most popular player with the Yankees. Eric Plunk, I liked Eric Plunk when he was here. Unfortunately, we traded him stupidly to Cleveland. So yeah, look at all these players. Of Omar Moreno was a center fielder for us for a little while. He was a great center fielder for the Pirates. I think he was on the championship Pirate teams. My boy Bobby Mercer, loved Bobby Mercer. Hal Morris came up with the Yankees. I think he was traded to Cincinnati also. Phil Negro, who we just lost. Otis Nixon was a Brave for a little before he became a Yankee. Man, they got some. This is actually something really. I like this. Vic Mata. Man, that's a name I haven't heard in ages. Lee Mazzelli, John Maybury, Donnie Baseball, Lynn McGotten. I don't remember him. This cracks me up. I love how they back in the. I guess they didn't perfect the art of photoshopping back then because they just put a black dot over the Chicago Cubs hat. You could see right there the Chicago Cubs emblem, but they couldn't cover the hat. That's hilarious. Hensley Mullins, who probably should have gotten a manager's job by now. Larry Milbourne. Wow. I remember Larry Milbourne. Stanley Jefferson. Tommy John, who probably should be in the Hall of Fame. Rupert Jones. Jim Cott. Great announcer, man. I love Jim Cott. Matt Keogh. Steve Kemp. I think in order to really appreciate, look at Ron Kittle. Ron Kittle won a Rookie of the Year. He became a Yankee, and he was all right. Dave LaPointe. I think you have to be a diehard Yankee fan. Look at Al Leiter. To really, really appreciate this set because there's some players here who, unless you're a real diehard Yankee fan, and even then, I mean, I'm a diehard Yankee fan, and some of these guys, look at Ricky Henderson, Andy Hawkins, who pitched a no-hitter and still lost. Another one right there. Look at that black dot. It's like you're in court. Unless you're a real diehard Yankee fan, look at that Red Sox fans. Look at that Red Sox fans. Butch Hobson was a Yankee. Unless you're like a real Yankee fan, you're not going to know some of these players. And like I said, even I don't know some of these players. Look at Reggie. I already have this card in my Reggie binder, so I don't need to be taking it out and putting it in the binder. Ray Fontenot, Barry Foote, George Frazier. George Frazier, for years I couldn't stand him because he lost like 3 games in the 1981 World Series. But yeah, I mean, this is a really cool set. I haven't decided if I'm actually going to like take these cards out and send them out to some of these players and try to see if I can get a lot of these guys to sign them. Or am I just going to put them in my binder? What do you guys think I should do with this? I'm leaning towards just putting them in a binder and putting them in my oddball set because this is a stadium giveaway. So I'd consider this an oddball set. Ed Figueroa, first Puerto Rican to win 20 games in the majors. Tim Foley. Look at Tim freaking Foley. Jack Clark played with us, I think, for only a year or two. It's terrible. He struck out way too much. Ron Davis. Jose Cruz. Yeah, Jose Cruz. Joe Cowley. He's an odd guy. I remember getting Joe Cowley's autograph, and I asked for an autograph, and he gave me his glove for me to sign it. I was like, no, I would like your autograph, please, sir. I still have the autograph, too. He signed one of the, like a blurb like this from the program, and back then I cut it out and put it against the page on his yearbook, on the yearbook, Yankee yearbook, and I still have that actually. I did that with Don Manley too. Don Manley said the program. Look at this, all you Seinfeld fans. Jay Buhner! But yeah, I still have. I did that with Mattingly also. I cut out his picture. Chris Chambliss, the reason why I'm a Yankee fan. I don't need to tell the story again. I've told it a million times. Um, Well, Alexander, he was a Yankee for a little bit too before we traded him to Detroit. Neil Allen was a Yankee. Look at that. Dale Berra, yeah, Yogi's kid. Yogi was managing when Dale Berra played for the Yankees. Don Baylor, Jesse Barfield, Steve Bye Balboni, Tucker Ashford. I remember Tucker Ashford only because he was supposed to be a big time prospect and he turned out to be nothing. Paul Blair, Mike Blowers, and yeah, that's it. So guys, let me know what you think I should do with this. Should I just just peel these cards apart and put them in a binder, or should I try to see if I can get them autographed? Let me know what you think. Again, I'm probably leaning towards just putting them in the binder because I'd rather keep the cards set together and then try to see if I can find pictures or cards of these players who I don't have. There's a lot of guys in here I don't have autographs of, but I think I'm just going to keep this together. So anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you haven't subscribed to this page, please do so for more content such as the one you've seen tonight. Let me know what you think. Hit that like button if you liked the video, and I will talk to you soon, guys. Thanks a lot. Have a great night.